and welcome into the third annual Hart Men's Volleyball Media Day. I'm your host today. My name is Jillian Carroll. I'm also an anchor on KCTV 5 News here in Kansas City. And as our Hart Media Day continues, we are delighted to be joined by Graceland University head coach Anthony Girardi and senior Sam Johnson. Coach Sam, I know you're probably itching to get the season started, but how are you doing today?
Doing very well. I think we're super excited. We're excited to have our practice tonight, get things kind of ironed out. Everything's starting in about a week and a half. So I think it's finally. The problem with being a spring sport is you have to wait the whole fall just to get going. So, but we don't mind.
Yeah, I think all our guys are itching to play. That's all we can really talk about with each other is, hey, we have games starting in a week. We keep asking over and over again, is there a game coming up yet? Like, is it time to play yet? So we're all ready to go.
Yeah, the grind of preseason, that reward is like when the games actually come, right? Well, Coach, what have you liked so far from preseason? What have you seen from the squad that you're excited about?
I think that we're talented, but what I think has been most impressive about what I've experienced this year is our chemistry and our camaraderie. I think we're able to hold each other accountable in a way that maybe we haven't been able to in years prior. I think we're really dialed into skill set and philosophy and running systems. And I think our IQ has just grown exponentially. And I'm excited to kind of see how that plays out in the matches.
Yeah. Fantastic. Well, Coach, let's hear a little bit about Sam. What does he bring to the squad, during matches, but also in the locker room?
Okay. Sam is a high IQ player, so he's going to bring extensive knowledge of systems, and he's coached on the women's side for us here, so he has a really good understanding of that. He also has a pretty violent arm, so he's bringing that to the gym every day, and we really appreciate that. He's just heady. He's a leader. He's kind of an extension of me on the court, good or bad, I guess. We'll see, but so that's kind of what he brings. It's just leadership in all facets of what we do, and I'm super happy to have it.
Yeah, sounds like a valuable player there. Sam, coming your way. You came in from Clovis, California, very different from Iowa. Let's just talk about your experience playing volleyball and what brought you to Graceland.
So I've kind of played volleyball my whole life. I started in elementary school, played all the way throughout high school, and 2020 is the year I graduated high school, and that was the COVID year where everything started to change a little bit. And so I had planned to just stay home and coach, and then Graceland reached out to me and were like, hey, you should come play volleyball here. And so I was like, well, everything's changing with COVID. I'll take the chance. I'll come out here and play, and I've loved every minute of it. I'm in year 4 now, and it's just been a great place to be, and I've learned a lot since I've been here. So
yeah. Awesome. Love that journey for you. Let's talk a little bit about this year's team, Sam. How would you describe the squad, and what do you just love about your teammates?
the thing I love the most is I think this is the best team chemistry we've had ever. And I mean, I've played volleyball for 12 years, and I think this team really gels together at a high level. We all get along pretty good. I mean, we're talking to each other. Everybody's helping each other out. Everybody's trying to learn things from one another. And then also we have a good blend of younger and older guys. And I feel like that's really pushing us to be better, because if the older guys aren't pushing the younger guys are pushing the older guys, and vice versa. So it's pretty nice to have.
Yeah, fantastic. And Sam, last one, expectations for this year. What are you guys thinking?
I feel like we really want to hit that conference tournament level. I hit that level my freshman year. We didn't get to play because of COVID and other things that happened. And I think we have a good chance of being able to work towards that this year. And I feel like that's something that we really strive ourselves on trying to make.
Yeah. Awesome. Well, Coach, you both have talked about the team chemistry as being sort of a strength for the team. How much is that going to translate to success during the matches?
I think it's going to translate in the matches when things get difficult. I think it's very hard to tell team chemistry when you're a front runner, when we're up 12-5 or when we're up 17-12 in a set. But I think where we're really going to notice it is maybe we're down 23-19 in set 4 and we need to push to that 5th set. And we've been there. I think it'll show our confidence level that no matter what the situation is, we really have a process-based next ball mentality, and we're going to kind of encourage each other through those moments. So I think that's where we're going to see it this year. I think the last couple of years we've lost in those situations. We've taken some really good teams to 5. We've maybe lost, 30, 28 and 4 to Penn last year. I think this year you're going to see us be able to navigate the difficult moments a lot better because of that bond, because of that camaraderie.
Yeah, I love that. What do you think is, how did you create such chemistry and how did you build that foundation and team culture that you are both so excited about this year?
I think it starts at the top. So I had to reevaluate the last couple of years. We weren't as successful from a chemistry and from a wins and losses standpoint. So I think I've reevaluated the way that I communicate. I reevaluated the way that I have captains meetings, and I hold our older players a little bit more accountable to disseminating information to the younger guys, where maybe I kind of had more of control over that in years past. So I think anytime you're in our sport, player-driven teams win here. And I think it was maybe too much of me driving the force the last couple of years. And I think I've kind of empowered our guys this year to be more in that leadership capacity. And I think that's kind of what's been the difference in the culture change.
Yeah, it's an interesting take. I really appreciate your transparency there. Looking at the heart, and Sam, I'm going to bring this question to you. You guys have the chemistry. That's awesome. You have the mentality. The Heart Conference, there's no easy days, right? Every year, there's a squad that is sent to the national semifinals. Every year, week by week, you have to grind it out. How much do you love that as an athlete?
I mean, I'm from the middle of California where it's really extremely competitive. So to be able to come out here to Iowa and have that same competition, I feel like that really just fuels us every day to want to get better and kind of strive to be the best, because we're seeing so many great players playing against us each week. And I feel like being able to have that competition really keeps everybody going. And I feel like that's a great thing to have.
Yeah, very cool. Coach, what's it going to take for your squad to climb the ladder this year, climb those standings and end postseason where you want to?
I think we've had a lot of lectures this year on what I call foundational mental toughness. And I think the more disciplined we are in all of the little things, whether that's getting our 3rd workout in for the week, whether that's showing up to all of our classes early and being in the front so that we can stay motivated intellectually. I think we've really spent time focusing on getting up every morning and making your bed, just the little things that translate from discipline outside of the court to discipline into the court. And I think that's kind of been the strategy.
Yeah. Very cool to hear that mindset. Sam, being a senior, how do you hope to serve this team as a leader? Your coach just said it, you're an extension of him on the floor. But how do you hope to lead the squad this year?
I just hope to pass off any kind of knowledge or experience that I have onto anybody that I can, so that one day when it's their turn to be in the leadership role, that they can do the same and pass it on. I feel like that's really my biggest goal, is to kind of help out where I can. And if there's unease anywhere, try to ease that a little bit, because like you said, it is highly competitive in this league. And I feel like that'll really help out for the future of this program.
Very cool. Last one for you guys, Coach. It's going to be for you. You've been in the Heart now for a couple of years. We just talked about, week in, week out, everything is a grind. Nothing is handed to you. You have to earn it all. How much for you as a coach do you enjoy being in an environment that is so competitive yet so respectful of each other?
I think it's caused me to grow as a leader and a coach exponentially. I think when you're challenged every day, you're forced to get outside of your comfort zone. And I certainly have been forced to do that the last few years here. I think every different venue we play at, every different other head coach in this conference I have to go against, they all are very knowledgeable, very skilled. They're good at what they do, and they really find your deficiencies and exploit them. So I think not only from a team standpoint, I think they allow us to see what our weaknesses are and improve, but from a head coaching standpoint, I'm coaching against some of the best in the country. So it just makes me better every day.
Very cool. I really appreciate hearing your guys, just an update as for where you are on the season. Coach and Sam, I wish you the best of luck, and thanks so much for taking some time for Media Day today.
Thank you.
Yeah, no problem. Thank you.